Hey folks, welcome back to the Cotswold Collectibles YouTube channel. I'm Greg Brown, president and owner of Cotswold Collectibles. Today we're going to finish off our series on the JoyToy line of figures, accessories, vehicles, and playsets. Previously we talked about the mechas and the vehicles, and we also talked about the mecha depots, which were basically the playsets that go along with those. Today, though, we're going to wrap it up with the actual 1/18 scale action figures. One thing, if you're not familiar with JoyToy, is they kind of dabble in different genres. They dabble in World War II era figures. They dabble in, I would say, Gears of War / Halo type of figures. And then they have a subset of that is kind of like even more up armored, and they're more like factions fighting each other, more like armor with swords and spears and such like that. Then you get into the modern military, which is Navy SEALs, right now a lot of Chinese special forces, but they're looking to expand into that. And then you kind of have some that kind of fit in the middle. We have maintenance teams we'll be talking about that go with the mechs and stuff, and kind of in that same vein. So what I wanted to go ahead and do is go ahead and start off with discussing the World War II line. The way we have it right now, we have a very small assortment of them, but we're pretty picky about what we carry. And so what we have, and I'll go ahead and start off with this one. This is the World War II U.S. Airborne Division set. This one in particular is 5 figures that come with this set. They're based upon the 101st, 82nd Airborne Division during World War II. If you saw Band of Brothers, this would be right up your alley. Each set comes with an assortment of weapons, as well as field gear, and even a full parachute kit if you want to outfit this figure for a parachute jump. Really cool, pretty darn accurate. I'm a former World War II reenactor myself, so I was pretty picky on this one. One guy has a beard, but yeah, we kind of make an exception to that. But for the most part, these are pretty well spot on. The next one is the World War II Mountain Division Wehrmacht. This one also is a 5-piece set, and what it has is it has 1 officer and 4 soldiers. As with the paratrooper set or the airborne set, it comes with an assortment of weapons and gear and such like that. This one in particular, I was a little bit picky on it. This is actually the Mountain Division. Let's say the Mountain Division, so it's a little bit different than the actual German Heer Army or the Waffen-SS. So the uniform is just a little bit different in the coloring and such like that, but it is pretty accurate to the Mountain Divisions. The next one is the World War II United States Army. Once again, yes, this one has 5 figures, and it would basically be just a typical 5-person squad, a U.S. Army group. These also come with an assortment of weapons. They already have their field gear on them. The weapons, I'm not going to lie, some of the weapons are a little bit wonky. They really don't belong with the set, but they give you an overabundance of weapons with these. So if you have 5 guys, you can find 5 weapons in there that should be accurate to them. For some reason, they included some German weapons and some British weapons. But like I said, it also includes, looks like it has a bazooka in there and some submachine guns and rifles and such. So it makes a pretty good squad. And to continue on, a little bit different packaging. This is the World War II Soviet infantry set. Again, 5-person squad. This is going to be your typical Eastern Front type of Russians. They come with a different assortment of weapons, but it also comes with a light machine gun that they can carry behind them, which is a really nice selling point for this particular set. I'm a little partial to the Russians. I really like them. I collect them in 1/6 scale. So this is a really cool set. They also came with a World War II Soviet officer as a bonus that you can buy in addition to this set. So you can actually have 6 different World War II Soviet infantry figures for your collection. The next genre that we deal with within JoyToy are modern. We don't have a whole lot of modern, but we do have more coming in. Right now in stock, we have the Russian Naval Infantry set. It's not Spetsnaz, but it's the naval infantry, so it's pretty close. 5-figure set. Each one of these guys are unique to themselves. They have their AK-74s, their light machine guns, their body armor, and such like that. If you're in the modern forces, this is a really cool set to get. And then, right at the moment, we have the PLA, People's Liberation Army Special Forces. This is a single figure that you can get. This is the Chinese Special Forces, so it has a really neat camouflage pattern. But it's a really neat piece to have as well. The next line of figures I really like. These are kind of like if Special Forces were in the future. So these guys are up armored, but they're not Halo up armored. They're not very bulky, but they're up armored, and what they have is they have different factions. This one is called the Moon Wolf Fleet. This is a 3-figure pack. It comes with the 3 figures, obviously. 3 rifles, 3 pistols. You can change out the heads where they can have balaclavas or just their faces. And then one comes with a barrier shield or protective shield. Really cool set. Very modern Forces vibe to it. Same thing with the Black Hawk's fleet set. It again is another one of these body armor Special Forces type sets. Same type of thing. You have the figures, without any helmet with the head. You can pop those off. You can put the other head on that has the helmet. 3 rifles, 3 pistols, and once again, a type of protective barrier shield for one of the figures. And then finally, we have in stock the Indigo Fleet. This one, same type of thing. Each one of them is colored differently. They have color variations so you can distinguish the groups. But same type of thing. 3 pistols, 3 rifles, helmets, gas mask, night vision gear, body shield, and then the 3 figures, so you can kind of pick and choose and mix and match how you like it. Again, that genre is more post-apocalyptic, futuristic Special Forces. Now, what they've also done is they've taken that and moved it into a further direction where it's kind of like they're a little bit larger. So, and when I say larger, I'm not talking larger in scale. I'm talking larger in the kind of like the armament and such like that. And so the latest batch that we have in is called Skeleton Forces. You have your Grim Reaper's Vengeance, A, B, and C. The A version comes with the head and also the head is removable to put on a helmet, which has a skull type face. He comes with a jetpack, a minigun. It looks actually like a railgun, his rifle, and a knife and a pistol and a hand assortment. Then you have the B version, which he's not as up armored, but he has the helmet, the rifle, and the jetpack, and he has a sword and a knife and a pistol. So he's just not as up armored, but he's part of the squad. And then finally, the C version, he's more up armored. In fact, he almost looks like he has an exoskeleton in his armor. He comes with a shield, a rifle, pistol, knife, helmet, hands, and then a battle axe. So these guys are kind of in the same, I guess you would say, universe. But they're a little bit more heavily armored. Also in the same universe, as far as we can tell, is they have a series of female figures. This one is named Steina. She's also up armored, kind of has some Special Forces gear on her. She has a double-bladed sword, a rifle, a helmet, removable head sculpt for the helmet, and actually a figure base, which was a really nice part of that. These occasionally pop up. We had another female figure came in, did really good. We still have a few of the Steinas left over. We also have these. And I think I don't know if we talked about these earlier. We carry a lot of mechs, a lot of mecha in small, medium, and large sizes. You can check our website for details on those. And with that, we also have a maintenance bay. So if you get the maintenance bay and then you get the mech, obviously you're going to want to have a mech maintenance team. And so we have 2 different teams. We have a maintenance team A and a maintenance team B. Basically, this is a 6-figure set with an assortment of male and females with different types of clothing accessories. This is Team A, and their uniform is gray. So you can have a Team A working on it. And this is Team B, which they have a red uniform. So that's wrapping up the mech teams. And these go great if you have the mechs. Finally, we get into, this one's a kind of a hard genre to describe. The best way I can describe it is if you took Halo, Gears of War, and mixed it in with night fighting and swords and shields and that whole thing. You get into this genre, and I really don't know how to describe it, but what I'll do is I'll describe the sets that we have and then describe the sets that are coming up. This is called the Saluk White Flame Legion. What this set has, it has 2 up-armored male figures and a female figure. I'm guessing that she's the queen. Each one of them has their own head sculpt, which can be switched out with a helmet, and they all come with swords samurai looking swords, and then really, really huge swords for battle. And to complement that, you also have the Saluk Golden Legion, which is very much like the other one, but it's a different color scheme. This one is in gold. Again, you have 2 male figures that are up armored. These guys actually look like they have jetpacks on them. This female figure, Queen, has a cape, and their weapons are really kind of futuristic. They're almost in a steampunk vibe. A lot of large battle axes and swords and such like that. So again, it's really, it kind of has that medieval vibe meets the future. But then you still have these kind of guys. This is the 2nd Legion Interstellar Trooper. These have a super big Halo, Gears of War vibe. Every guy has a super armor on them. They each come with, this one actually, surprisingly, it's 3 figures, but it actually comes with 5 weapons, 2 helmets, 1 shield, and a battle axe, and some other small accessories. We're really excited about this brand. It's all 1/18 scale. It can be played with other 1/18 scale items that are out there, and there's a ton that are out there. But we're super pumped about them. We're going to keep stocking them, keep getting the word out. Make sure that you check out our webpage in our JoyToy section for any updates that we get in, because we're constantly getting in updates. But as with we've said before, we were planning on really expanding our 1/18 scale offerings. JoyToy is but one. We're planning on adding more as the months come along and as the years progress. We really want to expand back into 1/18 scale. I grew up with it. I loved it. I loved this series. And so we plan on carrying on more. So anyway, thanks for checking into our YouTube channel. Make sure that you check in next time when we will be returning back to the World Peacekeepers line from M&C Toy Center. We got some new product in. We have more product coming in this winter. So we want to go ahead and talk about the next phase of World Peacekeepers. So until then, have a great day.